I think I wanted to say that I think when Kyle looked at Dorit and said, I'm not in the same financial position
Oh,
as
fuck.
you, was the
Mhm.
same as Sutton going, you need to pick on someone whose wallet fits. Like that,
100%.
I, it was disgusting and not okay.
Well, and here's the thing, is that maybe that's something that Dorit could be saying to Kyle. Like,
Sure.
you having an opinion on this is
Yep.
not the same because you're fucking fine.
Yep.
You're fine.
Yep.
You don't get to look at me and
Right.
have feelings on it because it's like, you
Right.
don't understand the struggle that is right now.
Right.
That part, I was like, that felt insane that she said that because it was
Yep.
so immediately. I was like, Sutton,
Oh, yep.
pick on
Sutton.
someone. Like,
Mm-hmm.
did she not get the? She saw that blowback, and yet she still said that.
Listener discretion advised. Adult language and mature content.
Sorry. Welcome back, everybody. Here we are. It is Nope.
Yep.
Nope.
That's, yep.
It's been a long week already. Two queens, one screen. I'm Jen.
I'm Keeley.
And a lot's been going on.
We are in stripes today.
We didn't plan this. We're both in white and stripes.
Yep.
And that was an accident.
Yep.
But we look great. So cute. You're welcome, everybody. We have so much to talk about today.
I know. Last week we were scraping the bottom of the barrel. This week we are overflowing.
Yes. I got my nails done today. I love the idea, but now I'm like, I don't like the green. I think they look really neon.
Oh, I love the green.
And then she did little like checkerboards. I don't know.
I love that.
Okay. I haven't decided. I'm going to go get a pedicure again on Sunday. And I was like, maybe I was going to take the green off and switch it for another color.
You shouldn't.
Maybe I won't. Okay. Thanks. Maybe
looks good.
But she was like, oh, what are you watching? I was like, I'm not really watching anything. And then I was like, well, I'm watching The Real Housewives of Rhode Island and Beverly Hills. And I'm also watching Ladies of London. And then I'm watching The Valley. And I was like, oh, I'm watching a lot. And Below Deck.
Yes. Yes.
And I'm watching a lot.
Yes.
Although I've fallen behind on Below Deck. So sorry about it. But we haven't really talked about it yet, other than like really softly touching it. That sounded weird. But we're going to. I want to talk about Ladies of London, and I want to talk about Real Housewives of Rhode Island because I love these shows.
Love
these shows. Okay,
obsessed.
Which one do you like slightly less than the other? And we'll start with that.
Oh my God. I can't. Equal beautiful wonderfulness. Let's talk London first.
Okay.
I so in love. I want to be friends with Mark Francis. I just want him in my circle. I love him. Did you think I wasn't going to like him?
I wasn't sure.
Okay.
Because you know how sometimes you're like, we're going to fight.
Yes.
I was like, are we going to fight? Because in the Mark Francis versus Margot, I take it you're on Mark Francis's side.
I am, however, I like Margot, and I think she had a panic attack because she kind of knew that she was over dramatic and it was like over the top stuff, and maybe she was kind of getting overwhelmed thinking, oh my God, what am I going to do now? And it just burst into maybe a panic attack.
Well, apparently she had like days of this panic attack.
Yeah.
I was kind of like whatever about Margot. Like I thought she was fun. Yeah. I think all of these women are super fun.
Yes.
Right? They're all interesting. They have like a lot of stuff going on. They all seem like they'd be so much fun to hang out with. It's a weird mishmash. Like, I don't know that they would all actually intersect.
True.
Outside of like this show.
True.
And like the girl that left in the very beginning, there's a lot of US for this Ladies of London show. Like, you'd think that it should be heavier on the UK side. We've got Margot, and then
Mikkel. Mm-hmm. The etiquette lady.
Yeah. Micah.
Sorry, Micah.
And then also the lady who does all the hats really well that seems super British, even though she's not British.
Oh, Kimmy.
Kimmy's not from the US, though.
No,
she's not really. She really isn't.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think it's like very leaning heavy on that side. And then I think Mark and Emma are like, I mean, not to, what was it, Bethany Frankel and Ben Simone, where I'm like, here. But they have like a class structure there. So it almost makes sense that I'm like, this is like this.
Correct.
And everything is like,
yes.
I'm so, it's just, it is fun to watch them interact, but I also think like, I have spent time with British people. I worked in a British bakery for several years, and I was, around a lot of customers, and like, I feel like that little bit, that little touch, that little taste, I knew that Margot is not reading the situation correctly.
Yes, correct. Yes.
And it's like, you lived there, lady. You should know. But I think she lived there as like a young, hot thing.
Sure.
Who's like totally willing to have full sex on camera. Like, so people were giving her a little bit more grace to be a little bit more over the top because they expected it. And now it's like, but now you're a mom and you had a baby. You need to chill out. And she still kind of thinks that like she gets to be the center of attention. I think she's requiring more attention than she's due. And I think that's what's rubbing everyone the wrong way.
I think so. And I think, one, I am so happy that a man is an actual housewife on the show, not like a husband or a friend of, like, he's a cast member and it's a guy.
Full on cast member.
And I can't. I'm so excited for that. And second, Margot, the whole Margot Mark thing is a perfect housewife drama, but she just, she took it too far, I think. Like if she didn't take it so far, it would have been great. Like Rhode Island, they call each other these names and 5 seconds later they're hugging and
they flip-flop.
And like, that's a housewife. That's what this show should be. This is what we want to watch. Margot was not. Like, she was digging her heels in. She was in the sand. She's not going anywhere. And I think, Micah and Lottie saying, you were wrong. This is too far. I think that really pushed her over the head, over the top, and was digging her heels even more. At that point, right?
The very end of the episode, I was like, I can get over this. Like, she can recover this.
Yeah.
But then at the very end, when she turns around, and I've already forgot her name, the one that I like the most with the magpie.
Oh, Martha.
Horses. Martha. There's too many names.
Yep.
But Martha is insane. But she's just the right amount of insane.
Yes, I love Martha.
I love her, and I want everything good for her. I do think that she's got some problems, but it's like fun. Like, you're just giving messages out to strangers.
Stop.
I love Martha. I love that. Plus she's so fucking gorgeous, and she's so chic. And the way that she talks, oh god, I can't even pretend to imitate it. I love her. So when Margot has Micah over to talk about her panic attack that she got from Mark.
Yeah.
And then she's like, Martha isn't really I realized it's really Martha. And you're like, the fuck?
Yeah, no.
That's been your biggest advocate. You shut your fucking mouth.
Yeah, that was not okay.
I think Micah was there to like be kind and also do her job on this show.
Yeah.
Like, Micah gets it But I think she was genuine. She's like, I think this is like a postpartum thing. Like it's
Sure.
I'm going to give you grace right now. And I think a lot of people were willing to give her grace.
Yes.
But the second that she turned and I was willing to give her grace and go, maybe this is postpartum shit. And she just needs to like, this doesn't seem like her at all.
Yes.
She needs like a hard reset. And the second that she turned on Martha, I was like, no, you're out. You're done. You're fucking done.
Yeah. Yes. No, I did not agree when Martha was like, this is all my fault. I shouldn't have walked over there. I shouldn't have said anything. I was like, that is left field. No, none of that is true. And to find out, right.
I think she kind of owes an apology to Mark because she was pushing Mark. I get it. Sometimes you just don't like someone. Sometimes you're just like, I just can't. I'm not going to get into it. What the fuck is she wearing?
Yeah.
And it's bitchy and it's catty and he's sharp and he is witty and he's super smart.
Yes.
And so it cuts and that's fun. But he wasn't saying Martha is a slut and a fame whore and all these other things. He was like, look at her dress. And like, and then once she starts going after him, then he started like going in a little bit deeper, but I never felt like he really crossed a whole line of like, you should have a panic attack over this.
No, I don't think so either. And I am on the fence about the whole freak comment because I think Margot meant it how everybody took it, but then she backtracked in the car with Lottie and Micah. And I'm like, no.
Just say like, oh, I fucked up.
No, I don't know. You really triggered him. You really hurt him. You know, she did it on purpose. You know, she knew what she was doing. She knew what she was saying.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. And I also think, and let's just say she didn't. Like, let's say this is the Michael Rappaport where it's like.
Sure.
And which I don't even, I also still am like.
I get
not
that.
100% sold that he
I get that.
meant that in the way that it came out. But it was like, oh, when you say these words, the intention behind it, the impact is more important. Yeah. And it's like the second that you say you cross that line, you can go, oh, that sucks.
Oops.
Like,
yeah,
own your shit.
Yeah.
If she had owned her shit and been like, that was really shitty, you're bothering me, I'm upset with you, but that's absolutely not my intention, I'm sorry. Yeah. Also, she's doing it at this weekend that Emma has put on.
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine? I want to go there so bad.
Oh my God, I know. Right?
What a fucking
I just want to go there to stay in that cottage, and I don't need to see anything else. The cottage looks like from the movie The Holiday, for God's sake. Like,
yeah. I want to go to Cheddar.
Wow.
And those like ravines.
Incredible. I can't.
But like Emma is, what is she, the Marchioness?
Yes.
In the serial. But like she's so fucking chic. Mm-hmm. And she's clearly does all of this and makes it look effortless.
Yes.
Even when you see her doing all the work, you just see her like floating.
Gliding around, yes.
She's incredible. She's incredible. So if you're Margot, are you not horrified?
Right.
I feel like Micah is the only one that's like, I know how to handle myself here.
Yes.
And then Kimmy is, I guess she's been around forever, so she can do whatever the fuck she wants.
Sure. Yeah. No, I
she
get
says
that.
I also really love Kimmy.
I love Kimmy. She does say the craziest shit, but I adore her.
But like, if she doesn't like you, accept it and move on. And
right.
Instead,
like,
don't fight a war. I mean, be devastated, then figure out how to make yourself more palatable.
Yes.
That's the people.
Yes.
But you know what? If and why make Mark an enemy? Because if you make Mark an enemy, then you're making Emma an enemy.
True.
They're good friends. And
right.
So, and I think there's a lot of it that maybe Margot's like jealous of.
Oh, sure. I could see that.
Because, I don't know, I was very bummed to be that frustrated and irritated by her. Because they also pointed out, she was the first one to come in and be like, I heard so-and-so is a madam. And it's like, that's some crazy shit. And everyone else was like, we're having a little afternoon lunch.
Right.
What are you doing? So,
yeah. I get that.
Yeah.
Love. All the way around.
It's a good show. It is so good.
super good. Super happy with it. Love everything about it.
I want to be friends with everyone.
Me too. I'm okay with that. Speaking of wanting to be friends with everybody in Rhode Island.
That was literally going to be one of the main things I said. I would be friends with every single one of
100%. 100%. I
do have favorites.
We have lines like, I'm pretty sure my husband and I are related somewhere down the line.
Yeah, they did it on Ancestry.com.
What?
She found out like 6 months after. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I ran a woman over. There's another one.
I hit a lady with my car. Ran her over with my car. She's like, that's why I don't drive.
Oh my God. I love this so much. I can't stop.
And then her doll collection.
Her dolls. Stop it. I'm the grown-ass woman.
No one was really prepared for that.
No one is fazed by it. I love this so much. I can't.
Ashley. You know Ashley.
I do know Ashley. I had
to watch a video to get an explainer on her. But you love her.
I do love her.
But I do. She is us watching these women. She's like, so wait, what the fuck is going on?
And when she says to Kelsey, everybody has that clingy friend where they go to a party and they're like, I'm going over there because I'm sitting with her. That's me. I totally do. I'm not going to a party if my clingy friend is not there. No fucking way. That's so true. Like, that's amazing.
Yeah, 100%. So there's kind of like, there's the Ashley, and then she's with like Rosie, and then I also feel like, and then there's Kelsey.
Yes.
Right? It's like the 3 like younger-ish girls.
Yeah.
And then
Joellen's kind of young, don't you think? Ish. She just had a baby. Like
Joellen is another one of those like bridging ones.
Mm-hmm.
Joellen, I fucking love.
And I kind of was a little spicy with her in the beginning, and I love her now. Like, love everything about it. Love.
Yeah.
I
really like Joellen.
She didn't have any makeup on, or really less makeup. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Without makeup on.
They're all
Stop
beautiful,
it.
And it's annoying.
When she was in the bar with Rula and they were talking at the end, and she did beautiful. You should just walk around without makeup on. You're so stunning.
They're so good looking. She's so good looking. And she's also like, I love that she's like a boss bitch. And she's like, I never cook. They're like, she's proud of her Uber bills. That she'll like send everybody that she spent like $4,000 on Uber. But if you can, do it. Okay, so I got Alicia and Rula mixed up.
Oh, you did? Okay.
I did.
I don't know how, but okay.
I don't know. I think it's both because they're like, they have a few kids and they're married. Okay. But then you realize Rula is like not a stay-at-home mom, even though I guess it's the Lebanese in her. That like she feels like such a homemaker, but she's also like doing her. She's the only one that I'm like not 100% sold on, but I think it's just because she's in this like crisis. And it's like, when you're going through that, it's hard to stay like well, and you're in this position where like her husband sucks. Bad. But it's like, your husband sucks, so what does she do? Does she blow up her life and blow up her marriage and blow up her family home? Or does she kind of have to like take his side and be like, yeah, Joellen fucked off, even though Joellen did nothing.
Correct.
Joellen did nothing wrong. Joellen is
wonderful.
She's great.
Wonderful.
And then when you turn on her, she's like, I will skin you alive.
Yes. Yep.
I couldn't imagine taking her on. And then Liz, who looks just like Dolores. I love that Dolores is in it, but I feel like just a little bit. I love Liz.
I love Liz.
I love Liz.
Love.
I don't care if she slept with Dino at some point.
Nobody cares. I don't care that she's related to her husband. I love her so much. No, don't care.
And that was the other thing about Rula that kind of bothered me, and I was curious about your feeling on it. Because when they were talking about kids, I think she was talking about like getting out of marriage, and she had kind of said something about like, well, you know, Liz's daughters are her stepdaughters. Liz never had kids, but like she has raised these girls because the mom, for whatever reason, they haven't really gotten into it, but for the mom, for whatever reason, wasn't really in the picture.
Mm-hmm.
So Liz is like, she's been doing it, and she's obsessed with these girls. She loves them. She's just wonderful.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Everyone wants, if you're gonna have a stepmom, you want a stepmom like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And unless your mom is a great mom and actively involved, and then a stepmom like that is only a problem. So it's hard. But anyway, Rula was like, you know, it would be different, like, because these are like my kids that I've had with this man, and that like set Liz off, and they got in a fight about that. And that was another part where I was like, Rula.
That's so true. Well, I stayed in my relationship for 7 years, partly because we had a child together, and the other part was I loved him, and I thought it was enough that I loved him that he would stop, and he didn't. But it took me 7 years to do that. That's a long time, and I'm not proud of that, but no, kids are a huge factor. We as women and mother, right, are guilted into, but you have kids. What do you mean? You know, everything is, but you have kids. They never say that for a man. When a man gets divorced or a man leaves his wife or a man is cheating, nobody ever looks at the man and goes, but what about your kids? It's total double standard. Right.
I have a whole thing about this when we get to Real Housewives. But I just think it was unfair to kind of like draw that thing of like, well, you don't know because you're not really a mom.
Yeah. Like, that wasn't fair. That was bad.
That part really bothered me because it was like, I think everything that you just said was valid, and I think everything like that makes sense of like that's what Rue was going through. Right. But I don't think that, and I feel like she kind of threw that out because Liz was like, he is mom, like he's not still doing it. Sure. He is. And it was just, it's just been this whole thing of like, the messengers are like, they're going to shoot the messenger.
Yeah.
You aren't going to win by being honest with her. Yeah. But then also, like, even if she ends up leaving him eventually, there's already this like tension and bad blood. Like, you can't win.
No, I agree. So, I want to know why Liz calls Alicia Cece. Because I don't see Cece as a nickname for Alicia. Please help me. Somebody help me.
Alicia.
Oh, okay.
Alicia.
Okay.
It depends. I think it's Italian how they're saying it.
Okay, thank you.
We say it Alicia.
Oh,
but I think they're saying Alicia because it's like...
Okay. Because I was just getting so annoyed that she was calling her that. I'm like, I'm not getting why you're calling her that. And I think even one of the husbands was like, Cece.
Alicia's husband was like, wait,
Cece? Who's Cece? Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have feelings about Rosie? Do you feel like she's over the top, or she's really messy, or
she's so messy, so messy. She's also living like my dream.
I love her so much.
She's like, I'm just gonna do social media stuff, and she's just getting all the work done whenever she wants, and she's got this husband that like they seem like they're having a lot of fun. And I do like I have a lot of like feelings about like her not knowing if she wants to have kids or not, and being like, very wishy-washy on it.
Sure. Do you have feelings whether you believe that the reason why she left her job, that she cheated? Do you have feelings about that?
Oh, I hope she did.
Oh, okay, good.
Oh, I hope
Me
she
too.
did.
Me too.
I don't even remember what it was. Was it like sciatica or something? Like it was something that you were like
bone spurs.
Yeah, like just like I love not working. Good for you.
Yeah. Perfect.
Absolutely. And then her getting like shit on for bringing a cheap bottle of wine. Who cares?
No, I get that.
But I think it's one of those situations where like sometimes people come in and you just don't, you can't gel. And I think Joellen just can't gel with her. Sure. And also, she does go in and immediately start poking and being like, but are you a polygamist? But she said that she's scared of you because you're mean to everybody.
Yeah. Oh, Rosie, what are you doing?
I think she just lacks a filter. Or I think she lacked a filter, and where most people learn, like, oh, I need to shut up and not do this. I think she went, I could shut up, or things are more interesting if I keep going.
Yeah. Right.
And I think she knows that there will be fallout, and I think she's accepting of it.
Yeah. No, I think so too.
I think she just doesn't give a fuck, and I think that's really fun.
How do you feel about Joellen's sister and the husband? Did you get an ick with that? So when the sister was yeah, okay. And she's like,
oh, I like smelled your underwear. And like she wants him to give her sperm so she can have a kid.
Yeah, it was weird. I'm just like, oh.
And the fact that Joellen's like, I won, so I don't even care. I mean, if I looked like Joellen and I was bringing in the money that Joellen was, maybe I would have that kind of confidence. But if anyone talked to my husband that way,
God, in front of you,
lose my shit.
I know.
Well, she was saying like that when she was on the business trip, and I was like, I don't like that at all, and it made me so angry. And then even in the after show, Joellen just like laughs the whole thing off.
Love, yeah.
Do we think that he's not getting like a blowjob when Joellen goes out of town from her sister?
I don't know. We don't know. I don't know. It was kind of weird. It was just weird. Yeah.
I mean, I'm saying that purely logically.
Yeah.
Speculation.
Yeah.
But I don't bet, but I would put money on that. Where's the cow sheet?
Yes. And again, Rhode Island is so bougie that they have polo. What the fuck? Like, they said that. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm sorry, what? You do what? In Rhode Island? Like, no, I thought Rhode Island was like New Jersey, just skunky, you know?
It mostly is, other than, I mean, I think they talked about it.
Yeah.
It mostly is. Like, it's really not. It.
Get out.
What
so good.
The life that these women are living is very different.
Amazing.
Most other people.
Such a good show. Everybody at work that I've told go watch, they absolutely love it. Both London and Rhode Island, and I'm just, this is the best. It's so good.
What do you think of Kelsey?
I like Kelsey a lot. I'm feeling sad for her because she has decided she wants a full-time relationship, and she knows that the guy's house that she lives in, that guy is probably not going to give it to her.
No.
And what does she do?
Locked herself into that, and then it's like now you're accustomed to a very specific kind of life.
Yeah.
And like, can you go back?
Yeah.
Because then there's this guy that clearly cares about her, but now I have to go get a full-time job. And she's like, I don't know if I want to do that. And I think that like those are genuine questions that you have to ask yourself, and like, what's worth giving up?
Yeah. Yeah, my heart does ache for her. Although her poking the bear on the boat about social media is basically her millennial age. That's her thing. Like, you and I are not going to give a shit, but she gives a shit, and so.
Well, she was also, I think it also has to do with the fact that she was like Miss Rhode Island, right?
Yeah.
Like, there's like a universe of people that is like, you and I are putting this podcast out.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't have like mutuals. We're not.
True.
We are paying money to do this. We're paying money for this hobby, right? We're not influencing. We're not collaborating with people.
Right.
This is just something that we do for fun. But I think she it's a universe that functions, that she is part of. And I think that, like Rosie is deep into it, right?
Yes.
I think Rosie should have known to post a picture because they're within that same little circle, but also she's not required to. And if they didn't connect,
I get that.
Then it's a knowing like slight not to do it. True. There's some people that even I'm friends with, that like, if you go and do something with them, you're going to be on their
Oh, we have to take
reels.
pictures. There are people I work with that are like that. That's why I don't go out with them anymore, because they take pictures of my
They're gonna take
food, of my
picture-
face, of the two of us together where we're sitting. And I'm like, I don't need that. I don't.
I-
I love that you do. I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Great. I don't mind
Yeah.
doing it. And at this point, I've kind of like accepted that I'm not a photogenic person all the time.
Oh my God, get out. You are beautiful. And look at that. Stop it. Yes, you are.
But like, I very rarely like a photo of me, but I'm not going to freak out about having the picture up there. I don't post about everything that we do every weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody other than people that I've talked to know that I went and pet cows last weekend.
Right.
Right? Like,
Right.
I have so many photos and videos. I didn't post it everywhere. Also, my kids aren't that cute anymore. They're middle school age. So, like, I'm not posting all the cute photos because they aren't that. That's the meanest thing I could say.
Yeah.
That's so mean. But we're all at an awkward stage right now, right?
Yeah.
I'm in between pant sizes. The boys are in between. Like, are they babies? Are they teenagers?
Yeah.
We don't know. They're like ostriches, dangling around. And Matt doesn't post anything hardly ever, unless it's a picture of the cat. He posts more pictures of the cat than everybody else.
Yeah.
And he doesn't. I think he didn't post for like. They're like, you haven't posted in 2 years. Congratulations for coming back.
Gold
like,
star.
It's just what it is. So, but there are people that do post everything in and they're not even in those circles of like influencers.
Sure.
They're just posting all the time. And I think that Rosie is 100% the person who does that.
Yeah.
So her not doing that was a slight.
Yeah.
But also, it can be like plausible deniability.
Sure. Messy Rosie.
It's just
love.
I like it. I like that she's messy because she does it in plausible deniability land, where she's like, "Listen, I love you. I'm sorry. I would never do that. I'm so sorry." And I don't think she means to hurt anybody, but I do think she means to hope.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. I agree.
More than the average.
Agree. So good. Everybody go watch it. It's the best. I mean, I don't know that since Salt Lake, one of these housewife franchises has blown up so wonderfully. And like everybody loves it since maybe Salt Lake. Everybody's talking about it.
And there's no clear villain other than Rula's husband.
Right. Right. Because they're playing the quote unquote housewife game, like where they poke each other and then they get better and everybody's fine, so, which we all love to watch. It's the best.
Yeah. That's what it's supposed to be. That's how it's supposed to be. I like it.
Yeah.
I like that we're not going to get bogged down in the, like, there was the Rula Joellen thing.
Sure.
And Rula's like, I don't want to be there if she's there. They got through that really quick.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
I don't want to do this. I'm not going to take with her. I don't want to.
Exactly. Right.
I can't. The politics of it are so boring.
Oh yeah.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
Okay, give me a quick recap of important points. I'm behind on Boat Show, but you told me the one big thing.
Oh God, you want me to spoil it? Really?
I mean,
okay.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay. So
because I'm going to watch it.
This season's Boat Show. This week. So last week, they ended with Jenna going in Ben's room at 5 a.m. and we hear smoochy. And everybody we all put 2 and 2 together that they're going to sleep together, right? So, in everybody's mind, or at least in my mind, you're thinking, okay, she chose Ben, right? Because she kept saying, going back and forth, I don't know what to do. So she chose Ben. She comes out, and this is in the first 2 minutes of the show, comes out of Ben's room. I don't remember what time. I don't think they showed a time. Anyway, literally walks right into Eddie's room, into Eddie's bed. I mean, they have it. They put an arrow to Jenna's room and she just walks on by, arrow to Eddie's room, goes right in there. And they start snuggling and smooching up. And you're going, what is happening? And I am girl, I am not here to call Jenna any sort of terrible name, right? She's
Yeah.
not an S word. She's not a W word. I'm not here to do that. The girl is 20 whatever years old and is trying to figure her life out. Nobody says anything about the men, right? We're not talking about how loose these men are. And so I didn't think that in my mind. I'm just thinking, oh, honey, what are you doing? So the other big parts are, Joao is flirting in front of Ellie, flirting to Daisy, and Ellie's losing her mind. And then they get this charter. The charter is a disaster in my mind. The people are the disaster, not the boat. The people are a disaster. They're just high maintenance. There's 8 of them. It's a lot. So there's things that happen with the charter. And then Jenna decides to break up with Eddie. She full on breaks up with him, pulls him to the side. The day the charter shows up in like 5 minutes. And she pulls Eddie and says, we're done. I don't want to be in a relationship with you. And it hurts his poor little sad feelings. Poor little Eddie gets upset about it, obviously. He's like, I need a minute.
When is the right time to break up on film?
No, agree.
Is it right before guest comes, so then you don't have time to process your feelings and you're just like in the work and maybe that kind of helps?
Yeah.
Or is the right time at the end of charter?
Probably the end. And this is why, because they showed each other, right? Jenna's at the bar working. Eddie comes in off the deck to get something or do something, and they ignore each other. So there is a palpable tension that you don't want the charter guests to see or feel.
Yeah.
And so there's a tension. Jenna's trying to talk to him saying, are you okay? And he was like, no, I'm not okay. Please, I need a minute. Please just don't. And so he talks to Mike, and anyway, so that happens. And then the other bigger thing is Daisy and Ben have a blow up in the kitchen about the messy charter guests. So they go at each other, and it's not good. But then at the end, after the charter's only there for overnight, which is good.
Oh, it's just a one-night charter.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So they leave, charter leaves, and Joao, Daisy, and Ben go out to dinner because Joao's like, I think as head of departments, we all just need to sit down. You two are having some tension. I'm not going to get in the middle, but I want you two to have a place off the boat to talk and figure it out. So they go out to dinner. It ends up, for the most part, good. But then Daisy and Ben get into a fight at the end, and Ben ends up walking off because he won't apologize to what happened. So it was really good. Captain Jason gave Ben the helmet because Ben fucked up the charter. So again, but it's the guests. The guests were bad too. So there's a whole lot that goes behind that. But preview for next week, Ben and Jenna are kind of out in the open with a little PDA and touching each other in front of Eddie, and Eddie is losing his shit. So
Eddie and Ellie are like the gender swap versions.
Yeah. Yes. And Mike is trying to put the moves on Ellie. Anyway,
Mike
it's not
does
working.
Not see it. Mike
not working.
Ellie is like, I'm going to be kind to you, and I don't mind male attention, but I'm not really interested at all. And he's like, I'm gonna chat you up, and she's like,
great.
You can try.
It was a good episode. It was good.
I really hate Mike. I'm gonna watch it. Matt and I are gonna watch it. I'm just so.
I know.
I'm not even mad at Jenna because here's the thing: she's doing it in the exact if you're gonna fuck up and learn lessons, she's gonna one day look back and go, "Oh, I wish I had handled that differently." But you don't learn that unless you.
Well, and here's the thing: if you're not on a boat, she would do it out in the real life, out in the wildlife, right? We're dating 2 guys. We're seeing multiple people. I'm going to choose from who, that's a normal thing for people to do. So
as many times as they need to.
Correct.
And then they'll end up with Matt in the end. But
wonderful. So no, I am not here to shame Jenna at all for trying to figure her life out.
I saw it. I just saw myself in that in like her going, I haven't seen the episode, but when she's like at the beach club and she's going back and she's getting irritated with Eddie and like he's very sweet. He's really into me, but he's not really into me.
Yes.
And this is not a long-term thing. Like, you just watch her face figure it out.
And she does explain that to him. She was like, you know, you are pajamas and I am couture. You know, this is just not going to work. And he was like, okay. I mean, I think he appreciated the explanation, because that's really good. I don't think she said those exact words, but she explained that. Yeah. And that's really helpful. You just don't go, peace out, like, see you later. And then people are like, do I smell? Am I a bad kisser? Like, you need to tell me why. So
young Jen didn't give anybody an explanation.
Right. She told him why. And, you know, his feelings are hurt, but I don't know. He does kind of walk around the boat going, I think I could probably get her back. And you're going, oh, no, dude. Don't. But
I'm not going to get laid again unless it's from a stranger.
I'm sorry.
It's just it's not
so good. It was good. You'll love it.
So good. Before we get into our two main shows, you and I also watched the new updated version. We'll go away from Peacock for a second. We watched, was it on Hulu? No, it was on Peacock, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yes.
Everything has been on Peacock.
Yes.
Peacock. All of it.
Speaking of cock, here we go.
Speaking of cock. We did the Gilgo Beach update, which came out, I think, the day that we recorded.
Yes. Oh my gosh. So I wrote some quick notes about it. Just really quick, your highlights, what your like, oh my God moments were, or, I mean, I guess the biggest oh my God moment, I think maybe for everybody, was at the end where she is sleeping in the kill room.
What the fuck is
right? This woman, this poor
I forgot.
woman.
I was like, you and I have not talked about this.
We haven't.
Oh my God. I literally almost called you, but then I was like, no, because we'll talk about, like, we should save the conversation for the podcast. When I found out that she's now moved, she didn't used to sleep there. Now she does.
Yes.
And they've redone her house. Remember how they tore apart the house? When, obviously because they need to, but like they do the searches and they rip everything. Well, she got her house fixed.
Yes.
And they put in all new drywall and they put in all these things.
And ceilings, yes. Doors, yes.
And then you choose to go into the basement where these women were like, okay, so I'm of two minds about it. One, I think it's like, oh, she's just totally fucked up. Which I think is maybe
sort of, or there.
And then the other side is like, does she feel like she needs to pay a penance? Like, does she feel like she has to be punished in a certain way?
Ooh, I didn't pick up on that. No, I would say no, based on her responses, her answers, her reactions to literally everything. I don't think it's that. When she said, you know, I want to be closer. Well, I want to be close to the women, right? She had the pictures of the women, on her nightstand. I don't know if that she keeps that all the time or if it was just for the filming. But she said she wanted to be close to them in that room. I mean, I kind of, spiritually, there's some leftover residue from these killings in that room, some bad energy, right? Or spiritual, I don't know, something left over, right? That has to be haunted in some way down there. But she said she wanted to be closer to these women. And I'm just thinking, I don't think it's, how am I supposed to say this? Like, as penance. I think it's a way to be closer to her husband.
I guess that's like my fucked up side of it.
Yes.
Like
that
Yeah.
she feels closer to her husband in this horrific kill room, and she's sleeping in there to feel closer to him because he did these things to these women. And that's how I picked up on what I was watching.
Do you genuinely think she had no idea?
I genuinely do think she had no idea. However, I genuinely think he picked her to control her, and he knew that she would do whatever he said, how high, jump, run, speak, do whatever, go wherever I tell you. That she genuinely is that person, has that, whether he's a serial killer or not. If you take that out of the discussion, that the man never murdered or did any horrific crime, never did anything wrong.
Yeah.
She is one of those women that my husband tells me to do something, I'm going to go do it. He tells me the car bill is paid. The car bill is paid. I'm not going to double check. That is who she is, I believe, inherently as a person. And I think they tried to explain that maybe with her childhood and her background of having those traumatic things happen to her, is how she is the way she is today, right? Because of her childhood and how she was raised. So I firmly believe that too. So I don't think she knew, but I think he controlled her in a way that he could do those things, and she's not going to question anything, and she's going to go, okay, we're leaving, bye, see you later, check in when you can, never look at anything ever.
The presentation of this like updated part of the documentary, so a lot of it was based around the therapist. So they have like a therapist that's working with him.
Yes. And her.
And with Rex Huberman. And was it just the daughter and the wife? Like, we really didn't see much with the stepson.
Yeah.
And what did you think of the therapist?
So I was fascinated by her. I was like, yes, wonderful. This is great. You know, she's breaking down why Asa is responding the way she responds, why Asa has these thoughts. And I'm thinking, this is wonderful, until she goes to the FBI profiler, that guy. And she said, you know, Rex told me he didn't start killing until he was 30. Am I naive to believe that? Because I believe that. And he looked at her and he was like, yes, he totally was killing before the age of 30. 100% I believe that this man has been killing for longer, right, than, you know, before he turned 30. And then I lost a little bit of oomph for the therapist. I'm like, uh-oh, are you getting sucked into Rex?
I think that's like the vibe that I was getting.
Yeah.
She's like, I was so uncomfortable with and I was like, I don't know what is like the therapy of it, and what is like, is she getting wrapped into it? Because she has to become, I guess, kind of like ingratiated with this family, right? She has to get them comfortable enough to open up to like start doing the work with them. But the conversation, she's like, hey, it's just, hi, it's me, and he's calling from prison, and she's like, so how many women did you kill in here? Like, what? And she's just asking these questions, and I was so, and again, this is one of those things where it's like, maybe it's because I'm not in that field and I don't really understand it.
Okay.
And I kind of like that I'm not totally comfortable with, like, I think it's good that I'm not comfortable with it. But like, she's casually asking these really intense questions about how these women were tortured and murdered.
Yeah.
And it's like, do you become less affected by it when you're that immersed in it?
Yeah. No, I agree. I think you do. And I think they definitely have to compartmentalize for sure, to be able to get into the mind of this person.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, think about it. Get into his mind. And most of these people are liars. They're not going to tell you the truth. And so then as a professional, you have to decide where the lie is. That's another level of talking to these people. But I lost a little bit of oomph for her going, oh God, I don't know how much good she's really doing, or is she enabling Asa? Is she enabling Rex? On a level, like not completely, but on a little bit of a level, because she doesn't, in my mind, I think Asa should be more, what's the right word? Questioned more, where we don't keep accepting Asa's answers. Like,
they're not giving her, she's not getting pushback.
Yeah. Asa, I think Asa needs to be pushed more in when she has responses. Asa has responses of, he told me he did these things. I don't know if I believe all of it. What?
Right. That was
what do you mean?
She's like, I think he's just kind of saying that he did some of it. And you're like,
wait a minute. Wait. If your daughter can make that, have that line, that distinction that, yeah, this is what he did and I believe him and he's a sick person and yeah, I'm good. I don't, whatever. But the wife just, just super disappointed. I was also, as a viewer, kind of like, gosh dang it, when they said that the family knew 8 months before he actually pled guilty. And I get that. I get why, why they had to do that ahead of time. But I'm just like, as a viewer going, God damn it, they knew so much longer ahead of time than we did.
Well, and not just us. Like, you and I are curious and interested and compelled to learn about it. Whereas, like, the victim's family, like, I just feel like that's the part that, like, pisses me off about him, is he's just, like, let this drag out. And then he admitted to, what was it? He admitted to 8, but they only know about 7.
Yeah.
And that was like, this is going to be a thing where he thinks he can use this as, like, some kind of power play that he can feel, like, even though he's going to spend the rest of his life in prison.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to feel powerful because he's like, I know things that if you want to know, you have to talk to me.
Well, right. And these profilers want to talk to him so bad. And they're going to. All of these people are going to talk to him. And I'm sure that makes him happy. All of them want, they want attention, right? They want people to recognize, this is what I did. This is how I did it. You should, I feel pretty good. That's how, you're just like, what is happening? I was upset just in the point that you were making about the victim's family, made them go to court, made them sit through that hearing saying, we're going to have one trial instead of 3 trials. And they knew at that point he was going to plead guilty, right? You just make the victim's family go through that hearing, go through that long discussion about why they're going to have one trial, and have them go through all their feelings, feel their feelings, knowing he's just going to go plead guilty and you're not going to do that. Like, that bothers me too.
Yeah. I think also the relationship that he has with Asa still their conversation, she's like, hi, and they, like,
I realized I didn't say goodnight last time, so I'm gonna call you back just to say goodnight. Oh, you didn't? They're totally flirting with each other still. It's gross. It's so mentally they're wrong. I mean, it just so bad.
What did you think of, like, how he was explaining that it's, like, 2 sides of him, like, that he compartmentalized it, that, like, there's the side of him that, like, was driven to kill these women, and then also there's, like, this family man.
No, I 100% believe that it's a real thing. you see that in many, many of them. You talk about Ted Bundy, right? Ted Bundy tried to have a life. He was married or had a significant other for a really long time who had a child, right? And he was going to school to be an attorney, right? He was significantly doing something on the other side. Jeffrey Dahmer even was trying to not kill people. He was trying to do things to distract him from wanting to go out and kill men and right have a regular life, a regular job, doing these things Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. I 100% believe, right? Who's the happy face killer in Oregon had a family also. BTK had a family. Like, I 100% believe that's a thing. I believe that's real. I believe their brain, splits just like a person who has personality disorder, right? Their brain splits and they're able to do these things and not think about it. Just the way they kill these people or dismember them. He said, I didn't think about it. I didn't think she was a person. That's his brain broken. And I believe it's completely a thing. But him trying to explain it to Asa, her brain is like cement. It's in a cement block and you're chipping away at it piece by piece to try and get her to a normal part of the brain going, okay, I can understand there are two separate things, right? I just like BTK's daughter. She's like, I know my dad loved me. I know my dad loved our family. I know he took care of us. I also know he's a killer. I also know, right? Like two things like we've said a million times can be true at the same time. So
there was that moment also where he was talking to, they had the whole family in the living room with the therapist.
Yes.
And he starts talking to the stepson and he's like, this is your time. You need to be the one to say something because you know that the two women can't. So you've got to be, they're going to be quiet for the next 10 minutes unless you push them. So you need to do it. So he was like, wow. There was this moment. That was the only part where like, I was like, I fucking hate this. I mean, I do. I hate
yes.
But
what?
It was the only part where like I did go, okay, maybe there is like a strong divide, like the two compartmentalized parts of him, because I could hear in that moment like he was being a dad that was like, son, I need you to step up for your mom, for your sister. This has been like a thing. I can't do it. I need you to do this. And it felt very genuine.
Yes.
And that it made me feel ill.
Yes.
Because the conversations that they're having with him over the phone, you would think it was a dad traveling for work.
Oh.
Not
like, a serial killer in prison. 100%.
Yeah, if you don't know the context of these phone calls, you wouldn't know what he's done.
Yes.
And then I think there's also like obviously the women who died are his victims. And I think we talked about this the last time we talked about this documentary of like really in a way, obviously not to the same extent as being tortured and killed.
Yeah.
Obviously not. But his children and his wife are victims of his sin.
Yes. Right.
And his evil.
Absolutely.
Like, I think if anything else is gonna just get crazier and crazier.
Oh, I 100% agree. And their poor son, I think he has a disability where he can't live by himself. He has to live with Asa. Where I think their daughter maybe, hopefully, in years down the road, won't live there and will be able to form her own life and maybe change her last name, right? Or we don't know, have some sort of something, maybe even like BTK's daughter, she does a lot of speaking engagements and has worked through things and now can speak about it and help other families and other victims and things like that, and that helps her. Maybe I want that for their daughter. But in that home, I don't think she'll be able to get there.
Why are they still living?
Yes, I know.
Build us the house, sell the land,
Yeah.
start over somewhere else.
Yeah.
Don't sleep in that.
Oh, yeah. It was big. It was big. This is a big deal.
It was very heavy. It was intense.
Yeah.
Whoa. Whoa. All right.
Oh my
Let's
gosh.
go.
Speaking of
More
intense, more
shows that make us uncomfortable.
more
The
shows that make us uncomfortable. The Valley.
The Valley. I mean, like on TikTok, on Instagram, my feed is a lot of people who watch a show, and I feel like all I'm seeing is people starting off with, I don't think I can watch the show.
I don't want to watch this anymore. It makes me uncomfortable. I don't want to watch this. And I'm in that boat.
So we're going to watch it. We're going to watch it so you don't have to.
Yep.
But we also are not.
We do not. I don't feel comfortable at all. Especially with Luke and Kristen having that conversation at the end, where he is way out of line. What are you talking about? What do you mean? And then Danny in the middle of the episode goes over and talks to Luke, and Danny even says, full face, dead as anything, Nia knows I need my time at the gym in the morning. She knows I have to go to the gym in the morning. Are you fucking kidding me? That you looked at your wife who has 4 kids under 4 going, not going to help you, bitch. I got to go to the gym. And you think that's okay? No, sir.
Even in the after show, Luke doubles down. And he's like, yeah, I feel awful that like our daughter's going to watch this one day. And then he just backs up his point again. And what he said about how she wasn't herself in the first trimester.
Oh, okay. I'm just going to go ahead and flood you with some hormones, make you feel sick 24/7, have headaches, have joint pain, going to the bathroom, can't sleep. Sure. And you tell me if you're okay. So, I just want to say one thing, one quick thing that has nothing to do with the Valley, but on the same point. Men are fertile 24/7, every single day, every second of the day of their lives. Women are fertile 6 days out of the month, but we have to take birth control because when men were studied to take birth control, they got headaches, they had mood swings, and so they stopped it. And now it's our problem. And these men, like Luke and Danny, come on this show and treat women like garbage after they've had a baby. And it bugs me to no end. Like, I'm done. I'm done listening to you being selfish. It's not okay for you to say that shit to your wife, your fiance, the mother of your child at all. Step off, step back, and let's talk about reality here. What she just went through with your child.
Yeah.
Sorry. Nothing.
I will say my first trimester was really hard for me. And I literally was double pregnant, which my doctor was like, yeah, because I was like, I'm so sick. I was working and at a bakery, and I'm like trying to make cakes. I'm trying to ice a cake, decorate a wedding cake, and I am puking literally, I couldn't stand there for more than 10 minutes without going and puking.
Yep.
And my boss was looking at me like, Jen, and I was like, I'm sorry, like sobbing. I was like, I'm so sick. I'm so sick, and I can't do anything. It's not contagious.
No.
I can't make anyone else pregnant, but I was like, I was so ill. And when you are getting frustrated at someone who is that fucking sick.
Yeah. Not okay.
And terrified, because we had also had, and I didn't know that I was pregnant with twins at that point when I was super, super sick. And also terrified because we had had a miscarriage right before, just like Kristen. Like, I feel for her so fucking much.
Yep.
And then she's like, yeah, this is really hard. I wasn't taking into account like what was going on. Are you serious?
Nope.
Are you?
Nope.
She has totally taken on the responsibility of like, I should have recognized that this is hard for him too. Sure, be a good partner in that way, but also acknowledge your own needs in this time.
Right.
Your own anxieties, also all the fucking chemicals that are all thrown off in your body.
Right.
And this huge life change. And then he's upset because he can't go fishing. He literally was like, I haven't gone fishing.
Are you kidding me?
Fuck you.
Right.
Are you? What? I hate Luke.
Yep.
I hate him so much. And I hate his dumb outfits.
Yep. I hate that stupid haircut. Every time he has a hat on and you see that haircut in the back, that mullet thing in the back, I just want to throw a shoe at the TV. I can't. I cannot with this man.
And then the men. We'll just talk about the men.
The men.
The get together at the cigar bar.
Oh God. Yep.
Jesse Lally should know not to wear that hat. He is over the top. He is loud with his clothes, but he usually has good style.
Yeah.
Even if it's not necessarily to my taste, the style is good. That hat really, I was so mad at him for that hat.
Right. That hat really brought me back to the dumpy whitey tidies episode with him. Yeah, that's a no. Stop, Jesse.
Because even if it's not to my taste, I know that there's like
bad
something behind it, and then that was annoying.
Yeah.
So this like getting dudes together.
Boy, howdy.
Jason wasn't really there to apologize.
No.
Danny came out and was like, I don't really want to accept your apology before he even kind of apologized anyway.
Yeah.
Which I'm not a Danny fan. Not a Danny fan at all.
Nope. And he's just like,
that.
We're not friends. Love it. Yep.
Yeah, but also the show is circling the drain.
Absolutely.
These men can't all get together.
Absolutely.
Oh my fucking God.
Mm-hmm.
Here's what I think they should have done. The Valley should never have existed. And what they should have done is taken Lala and Keeley and Ariana and done like Single in the City or something where you just follow them. That's the only people that we care about.
Sure.
I want to see, I know not everyone's a Katie fan. I'm a Katie fan.
I love Katie too.
Could have watched more Katie. All I want is more Ariana.
Mm-hmm.
And Lala should be on TV. She's meant for television.
I don't want to see Tom Schwartz act like a toddler with some girl who's trying to hit on him. And it's gross.
That whole thing was so
embarrassing.
From what did they do? They went and got pedicures?
Yeah, the pedicure.
And nails. God forbid men do a spa thing without turning it into hammer and nails.
Yuck.
Because you're getting your nails done. God forbid you go into a regular
I get it.
nail spa.
Right.
It's like men who are like, I don't wear makeup, but it's like you're wearing tinted moisturizer.
Right. Yeah. Hello.
Why can't you use L'Oreal? Why do you have to do wipes?
Right.
You're wiping your ass. I'm so excited that you're wiping your ass.
Right.
But I have to put dude on it, so you'll do it.
Yep. Exactly.
Which, by the way, not a problem with the men in my house.
Oh.
But like, ridiculous. It's so ridiculous how fragile their masculinity is that they have to go to hammer nails. So then, when that girl showed up, did you watch the after show, whatever it's called?
I didn't.
Okay, so Lala and Michelle are talking about how they were trying to get Schwartz with Michelle's friend.
Yes.
And that girl showed up, and then they finally get Schwartz and Michelle's friend out on their own away from this girl. But that girl sat down, like pulled up a chair and sits down with them. And they're like,
what? Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
And she's like, It was the most Sheena Shea I'd ever seen.
Yeah.
It was uncomfortable. And I was like, girl, I hate that this is on TV. I hate that this exists forever because we've all, maybe we haven't all. I know I've done that. I know that in my past, those times I've acted a fool and not seen my place and thought that I could fit in maybe somewhere that I didn't belong.
Yeah.
And wasn't necessarily wanted. But you know what? No one has videotaped it.
Right. Right.
So I will survive the rest of my life without strangers knowing, bearing witness to it.
Yeah.
And I feel for her in that sense, but I'm also like, come on, girl.
Yeah.
Right?
What were your feelings about Michelle taking her diamond ring and making it into a necklace? How do you feel about that? Do you think she should have given it away? Given it back?
No, I think that if you get married, the ring is yours. If you don't get married, you have to give the ring back. I think. Love is Blind. Last season in what was it, Ohio. Or if the diamond is like a family heirloom thing, I think that you should give it back, but I also think you should be compensated. I get a lot of my TikTok is about and poor Matt, he's like watching it and I was like, actually it just makes me appreciate him more. But I watch a lot of like divorced or like people going through divorce or like family law lawyers. Billy Tarascio, Arizona Law. Do you ever see her? I fucking love Billy Tarascio. She's always in a different way. And the lighting, whatever she's doing with the photo, she always looks great. But also like a cartoon. You're like, no one's skin is blue. But I really like her and I think it's really interesting. She's always got like interest. She's like the comments. I love that. And my point is I feel very strongly now about like, and I think also Rhode Island and also Beverly Hills. I'm like, if you're getting divorced, you get everything you can. Like you Sutton Strat the shit out of that. Oh, I didn't even run. But like, I think there are so many times where it's like, I want everyone to have access to getting a financial audit, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. I think as far as the rings go, did you keep your?
No, I am of the different mind. I don't.
Okay, explain your viewpoint on that.
I am on different mind because it's not mine anymore. It's not mine. We're getting divorced. You gave this to me as a gift of love because you loved me. You don't love me anymore. I don't love you. I don't want this. I don't want to look down at my finger or look at a necklace that I'm wearing and think of you.
It feels cursed, kind of.
It's still
like bad juju.
It's bad juju. I don't like it. I don't believe in that. I think you should give it back. I don't think you should keep it. That is my personal opinion. I think if you go through something like that, I think you would understand, the person would understand and be like, yeah, I don't want this. Because all it is just memories of that person, right? I'm not going to keep, I don't keep pictures. I don't have pictures of my husband and I, my ex-husband and I don't have pictures. That's like keeping that. No, I don't do that. Like the pictures that I have, I gave to my daughter, not just of he and I, right? It was a family photo album that she is in when she was little until she was 7 when we got older. Like I gave her those. Here, babe, I don't want it. These are your parents. This has you in it. You keep it. So I gave that stuff to her. Like I'm not keeping his clothes. I don't keep his pillow. Like we're not keeping his blankie, right? No. And all the ring is all of that. Like I need my own house. I need my own deal. Like I'm getting a job, my own car. I don't want anything from you, about you ever. So I just feel like you just cut it off. Like I don't have people that are friends with their ex. That's not real. We don't, I don't have holidays with you. Like Jesse's promoting this one big new family
his
thing.
Modern Family.
That's not real. It's not a thing. We don't do that. So, no, I'm not going to see him. I saw him at drop-offs, and I literally would open the car door and my daughter got out and left. Like, I'm not getting out and greeting him. I'm not getting out and asking how his day is. I'm not getting out and talking to him. Like, we don't do that. That's not a thing. So people perpetuate this false fake story of after you get divorced, everything is great. And now it's a brand new family. Fuck off. No, that's not a thing. And the kids don't want that. I don't know what Jesse is saying. Kids don't want that. My daughter didn't want anything to do with the two of us in a room again ever. Right?
No, because Jesse doesn't want that for his kid. He wants that because he wants everyone in service to him.
That's true.
Right?
That's true.
He wants her to be her mom, but he wants two moms. He wants
I get that. I get that. So,
and it's like, even if he knows that he's not going to be having sex with Michelle, he does want the support in the mothering of his child.
Yeah.
But if he's friends, then he has more control over it.
No, I get that. I get that. That's true. Yeah. But I just got the ick and my stomach hurt watching Michelle do that. So I was like, that's the wrong choice, but you do you, babe. So
I think I have a feeling Jessie wanted it back. And she's like, no, I'm keeping it. Because I think
sure.
I think that there's something going on between them where like they both still need to win.
Sure.
Even though she's saying she doesn't need to win, I think deep down she feels like she needs to win.
No, I get that.
Speaking of Michelle winning.
Oh God, winning.
I sent you this thing and then I realized you sent me a thing from a different
yeah.
I actually like better.
Oh, okay.
I can't remember her name, but I love everything that she says. I'm like, yes, I agree and I love it. Mm-hmm. You don't think it's true?
No, I think it's fake. I 100% believe it's fake, but
that Michelle is dating Dr. Dre.
Yeah. Dr. Dre is old enough to be her father. Let's just point that out. Point that out really super quick. And I know he's Dr. Dre. But if Michelle is dating a 63-year-old just a 63-year-old that we don't know, it would be weird, don't you think? Mm-hmm. So I think it's fake. I don't think it's real. I mean, maybe she knows him. Maybe they were together, meaning at a party or a restaurant or at an event, and he walked her to the car. And he's a gentleman and held her hand. That I absolutely can believe. I don't think they're together.
Once.
I know you probably believe it, and that's totally fine. I'm sure the world believes it.
I've only seen the one photo.
Yeah.
Like, why isn't there more than one photo? And the second that you said it, I was like, damn it, it's probably not real. I do want it to be real.
So, I mean, if maybe more photos came out, right? TMZ or whatever, Daily Mail or whatever it is, right? Now they're going to stalk Michelle. Now they're going to stalk, right, Dr. Dre. And do you see all the videos that people are posting about Sheena Shea?
No.
What? What do you mean?
No, I haven't seen any Sheena Shea.
Sheena was it last year when she was on the Valley? 2 seasons ago? First season? Yeah. Second season? Anyway, last season she was on... Sheena in the after show did this long dialogue about how her hall pass is Dr. Dre. Her hall pass is Dr. Dre, and she said that what's her husband's name again? Brock has rescinded the hall pass because they've actually met him. They were out at an event and Sheena's like, there's Dr. Dre. I'm going over there. And Brock's like, no, you're not. And she went and met Dr. Dre and had this interaction with him and went on in the after show about Dr. Dre. And people are like, please check on Sheena Shea and see if she's okay or if she's dead somewhere. Because if Michelle is actually dating Dr. Dre, Sheena Shea is probably dead somewhere from shock.
I mean, the next best thing would be Michelle with John Mayer.
Sure. Right? Dead. It was the funniest thing. I had forgotten all about that. I'm surprised you didn't see that part, but
I didn't see that.
Oh, anyway.
Is it wrong that makes me so happy? Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
And I think
anything else? Let's see. Yeah, I didn't take that very many notes, but
I didn't really either, because it's hard. It's like a difficult thing to slog through.
It is.
And it's also like, here's the thing. Okay, here's my overarching, and I said the same thing to Matt, or I think you did not say it to me. We're married, so the idea is communal property. But he or I said, I am 40 years old.
Mm-hmm.
He's in his early 40s. We have kids.
Yeah.
We're a little bit farther along than everyone else because our kids are in middle school and everyone else is in diapers.
Okay.
But at this phase of life, we've been where these people are. Even if for some reason.
Yeah. Yes.
Here's the thing. We had such a difficult time maintaining friendships because we didn't have the energy to schedule time to get together.
Okay.
Right? So not only do we not have the time to hang out, the energy to hang out, there's no energy for the drama in these friendships. The second that something's uncomfortable, we're like, I'm never going to hang out with something else. And you don't even have to tell them.
Right. And that is not an overreaction. That's like real. Never hanging out.
And yet, these adults are fighting harder for their friendships than they were fighting for their marriage.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense. The amount of energy, I mean, I get that they're on a show.
Yeah.
But the reality of it is so far removed from reality at this point that it's like that, I think, is, even though there's awful men and awful marriages, there's like so much wrong with this show. Like there's so many problems.
Yeah.
The biggest problem is that no one really has time to put that kind of effort into their friendships.
Right.
When they have little kids.
Right.
And also, why is no one hanging out at Nina's house? Why is no one hanging out at Kristen's house?
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what happens when there's a tiny baby.
Yep. Yeah.
And you do it in small groups. Brittany, it's her whole life, it's her career, is doing these things. But, like, who has the energy to put on all of these parties? Because that's, like, her whole job, I guess, is to have parties and be able to look at.
But that's what happens to women. When you're pregnant as a woman, you get so much attention from strangers, everybody. You have the baby, and then all of a sudden, you're dog shit. Nobody cares about you anymore. Nobody calls on you. Nobody shows up at your house. Nobody texts you. Nobody sends you anything. You're just garbage. And it is very difficult to mentally understand that. You're like, what? I'm not special anymore? What do you mean? I just birthed a human, and now you're not talking to me? You're not showing up at my house? You're not my friend anymore? Or what? It's very difficult.
Well, and also just like, right. Like, if you don't want to go sit at someone's house, then it's like, listen, I'm working full time.
Yep.
I have a baby.
Yep.
I don't want to go to your house. I don't really want you in my house. I want to go to the farmer's market, and then I'm going to go home and I'm going to sit on my couch.
Yep.
While I do laundry. I have to catch up on all the fucking laundry.
Right.
No one's doing laundry. There's not enough people doing laundry in the show, I think, is the other problem. Yeah. So the amount of time that they have to invest in friendships boggles my mind.
Right.
That's my problem.
Right. I
also,
get it.
Men are trash in this show.
Oh, yeah. 100%. Ugh. Speaking of trash. Speaking of trash.
So let's speaking of trash.
Okay.
First.
Okay.
So we're going to talk about the first part of the finale.
Yeah.
But we post this on TikTok.
Yes.
And you post it on YouTube, and we put it on Instagram.
And Facebook. Yes.
And Facebook and Instagram doesn't tend to get too much traction because it's really just like our friends and family. And then TikTok does okay.
Yeah.
Not like money. We're not getting paid.
Oh my God, no, we're losing money.
We're not getting into tens of thousands,
No.
hundreds of thousands of views.
Oh,
we're
no.
in the thousands.
Yeah.
I think all of our videos from last week are in the thousands.
Yeah.
One of them is like 7,000. We had like 90 something comments, and it is cracking me up. And I'm from my perspective, and I'll let you talk about your feelings. But it's kind of cracking me up. One, that everyone is very angry at your hyperbole.
Yes.
You're like, everyone hates Amanda, and people are like, no, they don't. They don't all hate Amanda.
Yeah.
Most of them do.
Yes.
Most of them do.
Yeah.
And I do want to address the fact that I would like people to be more clear about when they are talking about these ladies. When we're talking about Real Housewives, are you addressing me or are you addressing the Real Housewives? Who is old and crusty?
Right.
Who is unconscious and boring?
Right.
Who is ugly and fat?
Ooh.
No one called me ugly and fat. I just made that one up. But like,
oh, I'm here for it.
I'm like, who are you talking about me? And the thing is I have a very fragile ego, so please don't be talking about me. Or if you are talking about me, I will still like the comment.
Yes.
I read every comment and I like every comment. And whether I agree with it or not, I just appreciate that people are having a conversation. But don't call me old.
I, on the other hand, do not have a fragile ego. And I am here for every single one of you haters. I had no idea. I even texted you this, a screenshot and texted you. I had no idea, and I'm not going to apologize, that Erika is such a trigger for you people that no one can say anything wrong about Erika, and you all get triggered by it when people don't love her as much as she deserves to be loved. I don't care, and I love it. Please, please bring on the hate. I am on a video looking into a camera, and I'm going to post it online, and you are behind a keyboard not doing the same thing, but calling us names, telling us we are not, what show am I watching, telling me to shut up, because of Erika, not because I spoke about race or religion or sexual orientation or any sort of triggers, actual triggers, but because of Erika. You get upset when I say Erika's a piece of shit and never has been Dorit's friend at all. Are you kidding me? Please. Please.
I was more surprised by how hard some people rode for Amanda. And that was like even when we were backing up Amanda. We were like,
we backed up Amanda. 100%.
I was surprised by there a lot of people are rallying around Amanda in our comments, and I didn't realize that we triggered that either. So interesting, fun. Thank you for the engagement.
Thank you for the engagement. Please keep it coming. I'm going to talk trash.
Fight you.
I will fight you. I don't care. I don't want everyone to have everybody feel good and have warm, fuzzy feelings. And I want everybody to be okay and everybody's equal. Fuck off. Everybody is not equal. I actually have an opinion. I don't like Erika and I don't like Amanda and I don't want either of them. And I don't like Kyle. People, I don't like Kyle. Kyle is not a good person. Kyle is a mean person. And if that triggers you, please continue. Please continue the hate comments because that's all we want is engagement. And it sucks to be you because
you're fueling Keeley.
100%.
Keeley picks behind the scenes, everyone, I edit the podcast.
Yep.
And Keeley makes all the shorts and posts all of them.
Yep.
So she is baiting you on purpose.
Yeah.
But that's also how she really feels.
That's exactly right. Please continue.
On that vein, I think the way that they started the reunion was really interesting because Andy's like, so what do you guys expect? Like, what are you hoping for from this reunion? And he's like, I think he said what he wanted was there to be like their friendship. They want to hash it all out, and then hopefully at the end there will be resolution where they can like come together
Yeah.
again. And there's this fun little like spectrum of Kyle saying, yeah, I want that too. That's what I want. I want to be friends. Which
No, you
they
don't.
ended the episode so nicely because at
No,
the
you
end,
don't.
Dorit's like, don't say you're my friend. Like, you're saying you want to be friends, but you're not really behaving this way. And then Dorit was in the middle and going like, I want to be realistic, but I hope so. Like, we'll see what happens. And then Erika's like, no, I don't have high hopes for that at all. I don't see that happening.
Which proves my point.
So I'm just going to jump around.
Yeah, jump around. I love it.
But the part where they go into a break.
Yeah.
And then Dorit's doing her makeup, and Erika's like, is that the Chanel compact thing that I got you? This interaction, in my mind, I saw it, I was like, why did that go negative? That could have been
Wonderful.
a good exchange.
Little olive branch.
Because Dorit's like, yeah, because that's how much you mean to me. You meant to me. And Erika's like, and that's how much you mean to me. And it was like, why are you, then why can't we come back together?
Yep.
And Dorit's like, he's like, you both just said that you loved each other. Like, why are you being bitches? Like,
yep.
Be mad, but like move forward. And that is, I think, where we're this like, I refuse to move forward. I refuse to back. That's both Dorit and Erika refuse to retreat and give any room at this point. Like, we've gone too far. And Kyle clearly doesn't fucking hear what Dorit is saying.
Nope.
And Dorit is 100%, she's in fight mode.
Mm-hmm.
She's fighting PK, she is fighting Erika, she is fighting Amanda, she is fighting Kyle. Like, she is going to fight. And it's like, oh, no, we're not talking about you right now. There's no reason to fight right now. We're talking about something that doesn't, and she's like, let's go. And then Andy keeps having to go, well, what I actually wanted to talk about was, can we wait? Because they're going to get there.
Yeah.
But she's already like, I'm ready to pounce. And I get why. I don't even blame her.
Yeah.
Nope. And I think that some of the points that Erika and Kyle have are valid points. But, and this is where you and I are going to
fight.
We're going to fight. We're going to disagree. This is where we separate.
Uh-huh.
I think that where we could be giving Dorit grace, where we should be giving Dorit grace, I also think Erika deserves it. Because I think that they're so similar, I think that if they could get out of their own way, they could come back together.
Sure.
I think Erika was a good friend to Dorit. I think Dorit was a good friend to Erika. I think that their friendships were separate from Kyle. And I think that there is also this room for what Kyle has done. I want to make sure we're not doing to everyone, where Kyle is like, here are valid reasons to be pissed off at Dorit. Here are valid reasons to see what Dorit's doing and go, this isn't great behavior. Totally valid to say that. But then she's spinning it into Dorit is a villain because of these two things. And I think that we have to give people a chance to make those mistakes and do the wrong thing. For Jenna to go maybe sleep with Ben, and then she probably just kissed him. Let's just be kind. Maybe she just kissed Ben. And then she went and kissed Eddie, which is like, oh, but like, we're going to do that sometimes. Sometimes we're a little drunk and horny when we make the wrong choice. Sometimes we're in the middle of a crazy divorce and we are self-centered and can't see other people's problems because we've got too many things in front of our own. And we put that burden on other people. Sometimes that happens. That doesn't mean that Dorit is a terrible person and we have to like make her feel like shit. I think that Erika has just doubled down and can't back up. Dorit's doubled down and can't back up. The only person that I kind of feel like she's gone too far and is irredeemable to me at this point, not even irredeemable, because I will forgive her eventually, because I do love Kyle. These last couple seasons, she sucks, and she just needs to go take a break. There's other housewives that have gone and taken a break, right? She wins the award for being the longest running consecutive housewife. Go take a break. And then come back. Once you have half the agency, that'll be fun.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, I just don't like that they've both picked out things about each other and have made each other irredeemable and then asked everyone else for grace.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's what's like so unfair and obnoxious to me. And so when they had that little fight back and forth, I was like, this is exhausting. Yeah. And I know we're going to find out about more. Apparently, Dorit said something about Erika doing stuff just for a paycheck and whatever. I don't even care about it anymore. Because this is one of those things where it's like we have too many years of too many like lists that we can go, you fucked up, 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 you fucked up. And you have to be able to wipe the board clean sometimes, and they won't do it.
Yeah. Right.
And are there some things that are irredeemable and like I can't get past? Fine. Then you can't be on the show anymore.
Yeah. I agree.
Is how I feel.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, those were my at least about the Erika, Dorit, Kyle part.
Right.
Was there anything that you saw about their back and forth that was, again, I don't think we've even hit all of it. There's more episodes.
I agree. I just, with everything that, I said this before, everything that Erika went through, you know, Dorit's not, obviously, you know, PK isn't a criminal and is not in prison and stealing money and everything that Tom Girardi did and all of those things that Erika went through with her divorce. And like I said, Erika coping with drugs and alcohol, right? Lashing out at people. Erika should know better about what Dorit is going through and should be the one in Dorit's corner going, I know what this feels like. I am your friend. I am here for you. I don't want you to feel the way I felt when it happened to me. And I couldn't cope with it. And I coped the wrong way. Like I said, we don't know if Dorit's doing anything. We don't think so, but it's not as obvious as it was with Erika. Sure. Erika should know better, should be acting more mature than she is, and not picking out stupid, petty, shitty things about Dorit to not be her friend anymore, like the C word, where nobody cares about the C word, especially Erika, and jokes about it on Watch What Happens Live, but you're picking that out to go, well, you're not my friend anymore because you called me the C word. Ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. Erika has gone through a divorce. She knows what it's like, and she's not giving Dorit any grace. And to categorize and put people in a bubble of that when you go through a divorce, right, you act out and you're crazy and you do all these things you normally wouldn't do and all blah, 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 blah. I don't think it's fair because every divorce is not the same. That's not okay. And you're doing that. We're saying these things about women, again, with women. And I really frustrates the fuck out of me because we're not doing that with Mo. We're not doing that with PK. And fuck all if we know what these men are doing. God in heaven, we have no clue what these men are doing, but we, under a microscope, every single teeny tiny thing a woman does, and she's hysterical and she's dramatic and she's all of these negative things because she's going through a divorce is not fair to categorize and to say about a woman. Erika should know that. She should be enveloping Dorit and going, I want to help you cope with this. I want to help you work through it. What can I do for you? And fuck all Erika is not. She's not doing it. she should be doing it and she's not. What did she do? She sided with Kyle and was like, yeah, Dorit's late and called me a cunt and now we're not friends anymore. Fuck off, Erika. You have got to be kidding me. That's not okay to do. As a person who went through divorce.
Yeah. I think here's the thing that I do kind of, I'm not on anyone's side here. You're making so mad. But we did when Andy started with Rachel Zoe, which I do want to touch on.
Yeah.
But then he went into Erika, and he was talking about the relationship that had been between Tom and her relationship with John. She had John now, and no one knew about this relationship at all. But Dorit did know about it. Kyle did know about it. Andy did know about it, and they knew that it got violent. They were supposed to go travel together and stuff happened. So she's also continuing to deal with this lawsuit that's hanging over her head. She's still got stuff going on. She's not talking about it all the time. And I was curious if that was something that you had, like, as she was talking about it, if it made you like connect with her at all on that, just because I think you're very similar in that you do hold like stuff closer to the chest, right? Mm-hmm. Like you're not putting that out there for everyone. And I think that we're also, as we were kind of going through it, I felt like she was giving Dorit grace up until Italy, quite a bit of grace, and she was there and being supportive and actually trying to talk Kyle out of being such a fucking bulldog with this. While also, like, she had, how much bandwidth does she have to carry everyone else's stuff while she's still trying to, like, get herself off the ground, and then she's got a $25 million lawsuit hanging over her head. So I kind of feel like the onus, there's, like, a lot of responsibility put on Erika, and Erika's, like, I don't think Kyle's really asking that much of Erika other than side with me on this thing that you're also getting irritated about. So I'm not saying that it's fair. I'm not saying that it's right. I'm not saying that it's, but I can see why that's happening. And I did have some empathy for Erika when it came to that, especially as they were doing kind of like going through the list of all of the stuff she's been dealing with on top of it.
No, I didn't.
No,
I absolutely didn't. I got even more mad. She should have been a better friend because she's going through all of those things. That's a personality trait. Either you are or you're not. Either you understand and you want to help other people or you don't. She does not. Erika does not. And, again, it bothers me to put this umbrella over Dorit and say, with everything she's going through and everything she's doing and all of the things that, are coming at her, blah, 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 that stuff like that bothers me because you're grouping a woman or divorced people, divorced women under this umbrella that you don't know what you're talking about. It's not fair to say that a woman is acting out or acting or incorrectly or not doing the things she should be doing because she's going through a rough time and going through a divorce. Again, we never say that about the men. Never do we say that about the men, ever.
No,
never.
I think the men part is terrible. That is a whole separate thing that I do want to address. But, like, I feel like Dorit is saying that. Like, Dorit, Andy was like, yeah, I know. We're not talking about that right now. Where she's saying, oh, I didn't reach out to Erika. I didn't talk to her about how she's got these things going on that I saw in the news. Because technically I didn't see it. And Erika's like, yeah, she didn't see it. I'm not upset that she didn't talk to me about this. But she didn't check in, like, ever. But also, she's got enough of her other stuff going on. But it just got cumulative for Erika is kind of what I took from it. And I feel like Dorit's saying, I'm overwhelmed. I can't see, like, I've got too many things in front of me on my own plate to look at anyone else's plate right now. And I think that that's a valid point, but I also think that then she can't. I feel like they're both coming from the same argument, where it's like, I want to support you, why aren't you supporting me back? But they only see the support that they were able to give, and they only see the shit that they're like waiting for. I think is how I saw it. I think they both have the same argument for each other, but they're too close to see it. Versus Kyle, who's sitting there going,
oh yeah, I mean, and that's fine. That's fine to say, in my opinion. But my problem with Erika is Erika's constantly saying, I'm such a good friend. I do this, I do this, I do this, me, about Dorit towards Dorit. Dorit has never once said, I, me, towards Erika ever. But when Erika doesn't act like that towards Dorit, but she's claiming she does, bugs the shit out of me. And no, I don't feel sorry for her. And no, I don't feel more empathy towards her when she talks about it. It's just something to twist her to make her more of a victim and make the scales more on her side. And it bugs me even more, where if she could, and she actually was a decent human being and a good person and Dorit's friend, she would put that aside and go ask Dorit and find out what's going on and say, do you mean a minute? Do we not need to hang out as much? You want to isolate, you want to do whatever you're going to do. That is totally fine. Please come talk to me when you're ready. But she can't even recognize that to even do that for Dorit. And that's what bothers me as well. And I don't think it's fair because everybody's coming after Dorit and it's all of these double standards for what Dorit's going through. But it doesn't mean the same thing for Erika and Kyle. And I think it's garbage. It's absolute fucking garbage.
I mean, I see Kyle going after Dorit, and she's now got Erika on her side because Dorit is snapped back at Erika, and Erika's like, I don't care, right? I'm done. But I feel like Dorit is getting support. Sutton sucks. But she got, Dorit's being supported by Kathy. Dorit's being supported by Bose. Dorit's being supported, like, there's a great support from Rachel Zoe. I think we really saw that in the reunion, that Rachel Zoe was, like, especially when they were talking about the men.
And that's fine, but that's not what we're talking about. We're debating Erika and whether Erika deserves, and I don't think she does.
Dorit's, like, stuck on an island by herself.
Oh, I never said that. I don't think so. You
said everyone was coming after Dorit. So I'm just saying that it's like Dorit has like support. She's just not getting it from Erika.
The people that are screaming the loudest about how they support her. And that I don't agree with that. They're like, I do this. I've done this. I've me. No, you're not. No. And that's fine that Bose is supporting her. It's fine that Rachel is supporting her. I never said that they weren't. And they support her how Dorit needs to be supported, which is for instance, like what I said, I'm going to call you and go, I know this is happening. Do you need me? Do you want to talk about it? Or do you want me to back off and give you a minute and you can, do your thing, be alone, think about stuff, deal with whatever you're dealing with, and then come back to me when you need me. Right? Which one of those do you need? That is recognizing who that person is as an individual and what they need. You and I are two different people, right?
Sure.
And I recognize whatever about you. You recognize whatever about me. That's what annoys me so bad is Erika is stomping and screaming saying she did all this stuff, but she doesn't recognize the kind of person or who Dorit is. Call her and go, can I be there for you? What do you need? Do you need to talk about it? Do you need to vent? Do we need to go out? Do you need to leave the house? Right? Do you need to leave for the weekend? Or do you need to just leave you alone? Because then I'll leave you alone. Right? And then come back to me when you've had a minute to breathe. And then you're not using this shit against her. right? You're putting her, then you're not putting this umbrella over her and using it against her. That's what bothers me, is they use that against her instead of calling her and asking her, what do you need? What do you want me to do? Do you want me to back off, or do you want to talk to me? But they don't, because they're shit. They're not her friends. They're not.
Well, I also think that she's made it pretty clear that she's not interested in, well, like, when something's going wrong, right? You're supposed to say exactly what you said. You say, like, are you trying to vent right now?
Right.
Like, do you just need to get it all out?
Right.
Do you just need to talk it out?
Right.
Do you want to have a conversation where I distract you?
Right.
Or do you want my opinion, advice,
exactly,
perspective on this?
Exactly.
And she, like, no one's had that exact conversation with her, but I think Dorit's made it very clear she just needs to vent. She doesn't really want to hear anyone's feedback, right? Like, she doesn't want to hear what she should be doing.
Yep.
I think she has a lawyer, right?
Right.
So hopefully that part is getting figured out. But, like, she wants to tell you about what she's dealing with PK. Yep. She wants to vent about what a piece of shit PK is.
Yep.
She wants to tell you all of the awful things that she's having to deal with and how overwhelmed she is. She's not looking to hear, well, do you have your finances figured out?
100%.
Even at the reunion.
100%.
Even at the reunion. She was like, I have a plan going forward. And they're like, yeah, but things can change. Erika, I think, saying, like, I've been there, and all of a sudden they're going to pull the rug out from you. I think she's probably got a fair perspective on it. But Dorit can't hear that right now. She doesn't want to hear that right now, especially not from fucking Erika. Erika's not the person that can tell her, hey, you need to have a plan that doesn't involve PK saying that he's going to get the mortgage current. What are you going to do if he doesn't, right? I think all of us are thinking that, but that's, one, none of our business, and two, Dorit isn't asking for that advice. And every time that anyone has tried to give her that advice, she's gone back to, like, no, I'm telling you right now what I'm frustrated about. I'm not asking you to fix this for me.
Yep.
I'm not telling you to give me homework about what I have to do for next steps.
Yep.
I'm just telling you that I'm upset.
Yep.
And I think part of it has to do with their history. I think part of it, and like why she's more accepting of it from Bose than she's going to be accepting of, you know, her new friend who's literally only shown her support because that's how long their friendship is, versus the ones where you go, well, we've been friends long enough that I want to make sure I'm telling you the truth and being honest with you. It's like, well, that's not helpful right now.
No.
And if anything, it's not where she's at. She can't hear it. She's too in the shit to have that conversation. And she didn't ask you for that conversation.
Right.
So there are things that Erika does know better about and does have a perspective on, but it's like, that's not welcome anyway. So I don't know. I think that, like, when you have two people that are dealing with heavy shit, sometimes it's easier just to point the finger at each other as, like, part of what's making you upset. I feel like people do that all the time, where, like, there's something happening, and so you're pissed off at a person that's not necessarily connected to it. Because, I mean, I went through that when Grandma died. There were friends that I was genuinely so fucking pissed at. Because, like, I got I saw on Facebook that your grandma died, sorry. And I was like, and that's it? I would have been bringing you food. I would have been calling and checking on you. I would have, I was super pissed at someone who was like, did call me and check in on me, but then was like, well, you weren't, like, right next to her when she died. And I was like, fuck you. And so all of my, what's an easier feeling to access is anger. And so I just swim right into that angry feeling instead of maybe processing other stuff. So that's what I think is happening. Plus, again, we're adults, and why are we putting our energy into fixing these relationships that, like, how do you have enough time in the day to have this fight with each other?
Yeah.
How, like, Dorit and Kyle, how does Kyle, I mean, I guess, I don't know what Kyle's job is. How does she have time in the day to be dealing with Dorit and getting under Dorit's skin and, like, going around and trying to triangulate Dorit shit.
Yeah.
Your daughter's getting married. You have another one in college. How do you have time to have all this drama with another adult that you don't work with, that you're not related to?
Yeah.
That's the part that I'm getting exhausted by.
Yeah.
So, unless they're, and then as a mirror to this is Rachel Zoe, who's doing all of that so well, so elegantly. She's having drama in her life, but she's supporting her friends, and she's asking for support from her friends, and is like in a totally good place, I think. Like everyone should just be Rachel Zoe.
Right. But she's also a different person from Dorit, right? You can't go,
Oh, 100%.
That's good and that's bad, right? Rachel Zoe is a completely independent, different person than Dorit, and we all handle things differently and go through things differently. And, right, a person like Rachel Zoe is a person I would call and be, will you give me advice? There are other people on that show I would not call and say, I need advice from you. I would call and be like, I'm just going to vent, and then I'm really not going to talk to you for a week because I need a minute. So, you know what I mean? Like, that, knowing your friend group, knowing your friends, knowing who they are, and really how to talk to them, right, makes you who you are. And if you don't have that full frontal lobe of your brain to know that, are you a dude? Are you a man? Like that's what's happening. You don't make sense. And that's what bothers me about this group is they try and lump every single one of these women into a pot and say everybody's the same. No, everybody is not the same. Just like with Kyle and Bose, right? Bose speaks to Dorit in a different way. Even Rachel brought it up. Rachel's like, it's not what you're saying, it's how you're saying it. And I 1,000,000% believe that. Bose knows how to speak to Dorit because she knows Dorit, right? And Kyle and Erika should know the same, but they choose not to, right? People, we all think we know Rachel Zoe, right? From what we've seen so far, right? So we are not surprised when Rachel Zoe says the things she says, how she says them, the words she uses, right? She is a completely different person. It's bothersome to me to be like, Rachel Zoe is so great and Dorit sucks. No, that's not. They're two different people.
Sucks, but they're handling. They're in different circumstances.
Right.
As well. They're in totally different circumstances.
Totally different circumstances, and however you handle it is because of who you are as a person, and that's totally fine. There's nothing wrong. But like I said, Rachel Zoe, I would call and be like, I need your advice. Right? Yeah. Where somebody else, I wouldn't. What else did she say? Who was she questioning? Was it Amanda? I can't remember.
I think it was Amanda.
Who was it? Which was awesome. I wish she would have done more of that in the show, but I think
I think that the aftermath of things, and now that they've seen the show, and like you can see where.
Oh yeah, that's what it was.
Without all the information, she's kind of Switzerland, especially when it comes to like the Kyle Dorit stuff.
Yeah.
And the Mo PK stuff, like she had a strong opinion where I don't think she really did before. But I think I loved her versus Amanda stuff. And I part of me is really softened towards Amanda. I don't want her on the show. I don't think that she's interesting enough for the show. But I did think that like the Amanda Bose fight about whose business when it comes to that, I think Bose had a valid point, but I don't think she necessarily got that all across well. I don't think Amanda explained herself well. And everyone took everything in the worst way possible.
Yeah.
And she was like, you said that because your business is failing, my business is failing. And that's not what Bo said.
Right.
But Bo's also, I don't know, I feel like they went back and showed the clip of exactly what was said. So Bo did kind of say something, and then it's exhausting. But then also they were talking about how Amanda was saying, you know, every time I walk into a room outside of here, like, people know who I am, know what I'm about. And the intention behind what she was saying was like, the people that I'm typically with know my heart. And Rachel Zoe was like, yeah, but I don't. Like, you're leading with, like, you expect all of us to know and understand these things about you, and you're not giving us that. You're giving us. And I thought that was really, really fair.
Oh,
and then you have Erika, who's like, you can't fucking lead with that, which I think is how I would have been like, yeah, you're fucking frustrated. Whereas I think that what Rachel Zoe and how she said it, I thought it was measured. You could see that she was frustrated, though.
Well, especially the part where Amanda was like, you don't teach women how to make money. And I thought Rachel's skin was going to melt off her face. She was like, I don't teach. What do you mean? I don't teach. Like, I thought, oh God, please unleash on her. I want to see this so bad. But my stomach skipped when she said that. I'm like, oh.
Because of course, that's not what she meant. That's not what, but she is saying it in the worst, and she's doing it to her husband as well.
Yeah.
And they're all trying to give her this advice. I thought what Erika said was really good. She's like, the seeds that you're planting now, when the shit hits the fan, that's what's going to, like, those things are going to stick.
Yep.
And unfortunately, she said some of this stuff about her husband.
Yeah.
He's totally fine. He's cool, whatever.
For now.
Great. For now. And maybe he is a completely secure man and none of this bothers him. And, you know, just to, you know, take it in another, just like drama, the controversial direction. But it's one of those things where it's like, when you say that, like, certain things, if the man or anyone isn't insecure or knows that that's not directed at him in a negative way, then he's not going to have that reaction. Like the all men.
Yes.
And it's like, men that are offended when you say, yes, all men. Yeah, we're talking about you.
Yes.
Do you know who isn't offended? My husband.
Right.
He's like, yeah, makes sense. Yeah, I get what the intention is behind that.
Yeah.
So yeah, that doesn't bother him. Or, you know, so it's just kind of like, he's not triggered by it, so maybe it's all fine. They're just saying, hey, in our experience, this is what we've seen.
Yeah.
She's not, but again, she wasn't looking for that advice. She's not looking for that. But, and I think Rachel Zoe was very, like, triggered by that. I hate that.
Oh, God,
Sorry, everybody. But I think that she was triggered by that because I think that, looking back at it, Roger would have lost his fucking shit.
Yeah.
And felt totally emasculated.
Oh, God,
right?
yeah. Oh, God, yeah.
So
PK would have got emasculated.
Well, PK took over Dorit's bikini line.
Yeah, totally.
Of course he does. So, I don't know. I think that Amanda, in her circles, is so revered for the knowledge that she's sharing, for the way that she does it, and it resonates with some people in a really strong way, and fantastic. She's made a shit ton of money off of it. However, there are a lot of people that don't know and understand her that way, and she doesn't spend enough time with those people, so she comes off completely wrong outside of that circle.
Right, and even Rachel said, when Amanda goes, well, that's what I meant. And Rachel's like, but that's not what you said.
And how would I know that? I don't know you.
Right. So you need to say it how you mean it. Yeah. Right.
So I don't see that really working out for them. So I do want to talk about Rachel Zoe. And about Roger, speaking of men. And how basically his relationship with the kids is good. But we saw it with Mo.
Yeah.
We've seen it with PK. We've seen it across so many franchises.
Yeah.
We've seen it, and I wrote Hope Floats. Do you remember that?
I love that show.
Oh,
Sandra Bullock. Yes.
It's a cliche that, like, the men, when there's a divorce, whoever is instigating it, right? The men move out, and they need to go take their time to, like, refigure themselves out, right? Even if they're not even that far. But they're not spending all of their time with the kids anymore, right? They're not in that house anymore.
Right.
The kids are not at the house with them.
Right.
On a substantial enough to, like, have structure.
Right.
And the men are dating.
Yep.
And the men are able to have that buffer time, typically to find someone else and get remarried, and then just immediately start right back up where they were just with someone else, right?
Right.
Their life and their relationship with their kids hits these bumpy roads for that period of time. And then, once they're reestablished, got their head on straight, whatever, able to focus on themselves, and now they're able to, like, handle everything else that's on their plate, they'll rebuild everything with their kids. Which is what Roger's doing, which is apparently what PK's doing. We've seen Mo just do it with his daughters. They're still calling him, like, a man whore, but, like, they're okay. Like, they had the weird thing. The moms aren't given that time.
No. Nope. Nobody
You don't get to spin out. You don't get to reestablish. Nope. You don't get to go fucking fishing.
Nope.
To figure out who you are outside of this relationship.
Right.
That's what it is. It's the men are able to go figure out who they are outside of this.
Yep.
But the women, I'm going to bring Michelle in. Jesse wants Michelle to continue to be in that sphere of his world.
Yep.
Not outside of him.
Yep.
And
to cater to him, and he can be in control of her, I think is what you said, right?
And they still have to function.
Yep.
These moms still have to function day to day.
Yep.
With the kids. They still have the day-to-day minutia of breakfast, lunch, dinner, getting to school, getting home from school, any other activities. Do they have doctor's appointments? What's going on with your friend? There's drama. Let's talk it out because I have to coach you through this, because parenting is a 24-7 job. But for some reason, these men are able to opt out for a while.
Yep. Absolutely.
I'm going to go down to part-time hours on this.
Right.
How is that something that we've just in general, like, accepted? And that's what happened in that movie is, like, Sandra Bullock's husband's girlfriend goes on a reality TV show.
Yeah.
And they're, like, best friends. She's like, by the way, he's been cheating on you with me, and now we're going to get together, and you guys are getting divorced. And then she has to go back to her hometown. But, like, what he does to the little girl.
Yep.
And he's like, I've got to go. Like, you have to stay with your mom because I've got to go figure out my life with this new woman, and then I'll have you come with me. And she doesn't want to stay with her mom. She wants to be with her dad, and she's sobbing. And, like, that's what I just keep thinking of with Roger. Oh, I'm glad things are better now. PK. Oh, I'm glad things are better now.
Right.
Than
because
they were.
You got that time. Where now Dorit, where before she didn't necessarily have to have a job, right, outside the house, now she has to have one where even if you're not a millionaire like Dorit, right, maybe you're a stay-at-home mom like I was and didn't have a job, and now I have to do all of that. Oh, and by the way, go to work Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. So fuck off, right? And now I have to manage everything on my own, and you're just disappeared, you know, fucking whoever you're fucking out at a bar, doing whatever you're doing online, going to the gym for 4 hours a day, doing absolutely nothing, not taking care of your kids, not wanting to see your kids, you know, scheduling appointments and rescheduling and canceling visitation, right? Now I'm doing all of that, but now I'm hysterical, and now I'm dramatic, and now I'm overwhelmed. Exactly. Right. So no, men should not get a pass at all. And I don't understand why we've allowed that to happen. And we villainize women, and we villainize mothers over and over and over again because we're not giving them enough sex. We're not giving them sex, right?
We're not giving them enough time to
go fishing.
Sorry, Luke is pissed me off.
Yeah, no.
But, and then PK let the house go into foreclosure.
Yep.
And didn't even have that fucking conversation. And yet we're like, oh, things are better now.
But we blame Dorit. We're blaming her? Are you kidding?
Well, I guess he went and has done an interview where he's trying to give like his side of stuff. And this is another reason why I love Rachel Zoe, because she's like these fucking guys getting together to, like, he's backing up his friend. He came in as a soldier for PK.
Yep.
He's not questioning him, and it's like, oh, it's okay if he's like, he's only having a glass or two of wine. Why isn't he with his children?
Right.
Why isn't he with his kids?
If he's an alcoholic, why is he having one glass of wine? Right? We're not doing that. So
Well, he's not really an alcoholic, Mo says, because he can have a glass or two of wine. Oh, okay. It's fine. No, he's in the middle of a divorce. He's not paying the mortgage for the house that his children are in.
Yep.
How are we giving PK a pass?
Yep.
Well, Dorit needs to figure it out. You have to have those conversations. He's setting her up. The PK, I will never be on PK's side.
Nope.
I will never be on PK's side.
Nope.
Even if I'm pissed at Dorit, and I'm not pissed at Dorit, but even if I was.
Exactly.
I can't be on PK's side.
Nope.
He's awful. He's so terrible. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I think that's mostly it. That's all mine. And the guy that Rachel Zoe was with, I looked him up.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Do you know what year he was born?
No.
It'll make you feel better because it starts with a 19. But then you're going to get sick because it ends in a 99.
Oh, no. Shit. Okay. Oh, God.
And at first when I looked him up, they were like, there's no, like, established birth date for this man.
Oh.
But then I looked at Wikipedia, and Wikipedia's like, 99? And so I'm going to go with that.
Oh, shit.
Sasha Hart.
Oh, fuck. I think I wanted to say that I think when Kyle looked at Dorit and said, I'm not in the same financial position as you, was the same as Sutton going, you need to pick on someone whose wallet fits. Like that,
100%.
It was disgusting and not okay.
Well, and here's the thing, is that maybe that's something that Dorit could be saying to Kyle.
Sure.
You having an opinion on this is not the same because you're fucking fine.
Yep.
You're fine.
Yep.
You don't get to look at me and have feelings on it because it's like, you don't understand the struggle that is right now.
Right.
That part, I was like, that felt insane that she said that because it was so immediately, I was like, Sutton.
Oh, yep.
Sutton. On someone a lot. Like, did she not get she saw that blowback and yet she still said that.
Yeah. No, I agree. And then the whole
that part made me sick.
With Sutton, or I'm sorry, with Dorit confronting Amanda about Amanda saying, you know, that Dorit outsourced her financial well-being to a man. And I loved what Rachel came back with her and said, so what about a woman who gets married and decides to have a child and raise that child and is a stay-at-home mother? That's what you're saying. That's who you're making fun of right now. What do you mean?
That's who you're criticizing. And
who you're criticizing.
And Erika James, like, I thought she was talking about Erika.
Right.
And Dorit. I thought that's what she was referencing.
Unbelievable.
So, that's just another thing where it's like, I kind of get what Amanda Francis is saying. It's bullshit and it's shitty, but she's like, she's jealous of me. Like, don't talk about who's jealous of me.
Right.
You don't get to say someone's jealous. Don't say that.
Right.
That you tell your therapist that. You
right.
Say that.
Right.
In the open, because then you look like an asshole.
Right.
And she doesn't get that she looks like an asshole with all of the shit that she says.
Right.
And so when she was like, when she said, "Oh, I see how that could be hurtful. I absolutely don't intend that because I think that, you can absolutely have a wonderful life being a mother, but you need to like also be super involved in your finances. And there's also a part of me that then goes, I have a job, but I don't know all of the bills that we pay. I don't know exactly how much mortgage is because I do other shit. There's other stuff that I'm doing.
Right.
And that she has made finances her thing. And I think great, amazing. She's doing an amazing thing with it. Everybody doesn't have to do all of the things.
Right. Right.
Just like my bumper sticker says, no, I don't know how to fucking drive. Not everybody knows how to do everything.
Right. Right. No, I completely agree. I appreciate that you said that. And as far as, my experience with that, I was a stay-at-home mom, but I was financially and emotionally, right, abused in that way that I wasn't allowed to know, look at things, get the mail, open the mail, and do all of these things. And I'm thinking all this stuff is being paid because I was a 21-year-old kid going from my mother to this man, and everything, including my religion, told me this man would take care of me. Oh, now and our child, finding out that he didn't. People like Amanda saying that makes me feel sick because that's not fair. As a person who was not treated correctly, I didn't look up our finances.
Sure.
Because I trusted that he was doing everything, and I am not a millionaire like Dorit and PK. And why are we blaming women again? Amanda can say it in a different way, but the way she says things is terrible. And maybe it's not how she means it. Then say it how you mean it, and say it in a correct way that you don't eliminate an entire group of people that are, and leave them out on a shelf and make them feel poorly about themselves. Like that's who I was. But why are we blaming Dorit for it when, Erika's side, Erika, whether she knew it or not, Tom Girardi put $25 million in an account for her to have her, her career, that she's currently fighting over right now. Why are we not blaming Erika for that? And there was some story that I don't remember, either it comes out in the reunion or it came out before, with Sutton. When Sutton went through her divorce, Sutton had no idea about her finances. Sutton found out that she owned a baseball team. Why are we not criticizing Sutton for not knowing she owned a baseball team? This is 100%. Not okay.
100%. Yeah. Amanda is discounting, and Amanda discounts everyone else's perspective.
Right.
The other thing that Rachel Zoe had said was you're playing both sides of the fence. You're a victim.
Right.
And you're in charge of her. And I think we've already said.
Yeah.
Basically. It was are you a boss bitch or are you a sad baby?
Right.
Who's overwhelmed? And I think that she kind of came into this, and what could have happened is everyone was dating a perfect world. She would be taken underneath Kyle's wing and would be, fun and new to the group, and she'd be like a baby sister.
Yeah.
But she came in and she's like, I'm a knowledgeable boss bitch. I've built an empire. I can buy a house by myself. And it's but also don't talk to me like that.
Right. I'm writing a book called, In a Cult as AF, but I'm not going to talk to you about the cult. Don't bring it up. Why are you bringing it up? Why are you doing a deep dive on my
cult? I'm an open book, and we'll talk about it later.
But now I'm writing a book. I mean, yeah, she's got to pick a lane. I mean, come on, figure it out.
Here's the thing. I know it's reality TV. I know that a lot of it is not genuine and authentic. We know Tom Schwartz had to go back and re-record dumping the beer on Katie. I know that this is staged. I know that there's intentions behind it that are other motivating factors in these people being on these shows. I get it. I get that Amanda Francis is on there to promote her business. I get that Amanda Frances is on there to promote her whole vibes and her new book, and I just wish it wasn't so transparent, right? Like, just a little bit. Stop being so obvious. The same thing with Kyle. Stop being so fucking obvious.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just do the cool shit.
Yeah.
And I feel like we're not getting that anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also irritated that this is going to be 2 more episodes.
Oh my God, I know. Of the same thing. We're going to be all saying the same thing for the next 2 episodes. No, I agree. 100%.
And Dorit is going to be fighting the whole time.
Yep.
And we've known this
Right.
whole time Dorit is long-winded.
Right.
And that's going to get annoying to me. I don't like Dorit on reunions because she does monologues. And I already know that I'm not going to want to hear anything that Amanda has to say. Like, I literally, can we just watch, like, I just want to watch Rachel Zoe.
I know.
I just like her. I want to watch her and those be friends.
Yeah.
Rose is so big and tall, and Rachel Zoe is so little tiny.
And Jennifer Tilly eat a Tums off of a public floor, and Kathy Hilton scream really loud in public so she can smile or something.
I want them all to have fun. That's so much more.
Right.
That's so much more enjoyable as a viewer.
Yep.
Here's the other thing. Jennifer Tilly comes out there like showing like that, and coming up on the next episode, Jennifer Tilly's there, and she's like, "It's me on the front of the dress. That is on the back of Jennifer Tilly's dress."
I know.
I don't want it spoiled for me.
I know.
But like, there's going to be a reveal about what is on the back of Jennifer Tilly's dress. I'm purposely, anytime they start to talk about her, I flip. I can't watch it because I don't want it. I want it to be like a fun reveal.
Yeah.
For me when I watch it.
No, I get that.
But I think there's going to be something fun for that.
That would be amazing. What do you think's on the back of it? The back of her head?
I mean, just her butt.
Her butt?
Like the silhouette of her
butt.
Oh,
maybe.
No,
yeah.
What would it be?
I don't know.
The broken teddy bear?
I don't know. I guess I hadn't thought about it.
Oh, the Bride of Chucky?
Maybe. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
I don't think she would ruin the dress with that. I don't know. So
that was a lot.
Yeah.
We talked about a lot.
What did we? Oh, we're over 2 hours.
Yeah, that's a lot.
We'll get chunks out.
We got it.
Yep. Well, we'll be talking about more Housewives. Maybe we'll go more in depth on Rhode Island next time, or Ladies of London.
Sure.
Once we get more caught up, because then we can just sprint through this. Because I have a feeling
the
Beverly Hills is going to be more of the same.
Right, and the Valley is going to be more of a Nick. Right, we're not going to get a whole lot more.
We're just going to be talking about everything. I want some of these shows to be lighter. Everything's so dark.
Yes.
Rhode Island, not dark.
Right.
Ladies of London, mostly not dark.
Right.
Do you know who my favorite one is? Is it Lottie, the pregnant one?
Oh, Lottie's lovely.
With her designer husband.
Yes.
I feel like they could almost have their own show, except for that he's too busy working to like.
Yeah. I agree.
Do that.
Love. Yes.
They're wild.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. On that note, I also love you.
I love you.
Thank you. Thank you for getting the podcast.
Thank you.
We will do this next week.
Okay.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Next time.